Now what we have here is a work crew that is preparing to build a sidewalk that will take us from our dining room area across this, what is usually swamp, to the laundry area over there. So Mama, of course, will be very glad when this is done, so that during the rainy season we don't have to walk through the mud to get to the place where we wash our clothes. So we have some bricks lining an area. The bricks are gonna be the border of the sidewalk, and then coming over here are some guys that have a bucket of sand that they are going to dump on this sand pile right over here. And it will be in that sand pile that Luca will mix some concrete and begin to pour the sidewalk. So we'll see how it looks when it gets done. Now we're mixing concrete the Khmer way. We have our little volcano looking mound of concrete, mix of sand and cement, and we kind of dig out a trench in the middle with a pillar. They hose in some water, and then they'll start to mix it together with their shovels. And typically they do not use gravel when they mix concrete, and it seems like they also use a very high mixture of sand. So the concrete tends to be somewhat fragile because it has a lot of sand in it. This one seems to have a little more concrete than it does sometimes. So hopefully this sidewalk will hold together well. And these two little gals over here, they are picking up rubble, of which we have tons laying all over the place, and they're using that to sort of be the foundation over which they will pour the concrete. So for the larger pieces, they'll use a sledgehammer to break it up, and then they'll pour the concrete over that and smooth it out. So these gals have got their handy dandy dustpans, and they're picking up rubble to put on the foundation of the sidewalk. Back over here we have Luca, who is mixing in the concrete now with the water, and that's what they'll use to lay the foundation, or to lay the surface of the sidewalk. These guys with the hose, they're lining out the border where the bricks will be laid. And I guess the first thing they'll do with the concrete is they'll put these bricks down using concrete to make the border. Hopefully we'll plant some flowers along the border and make it look really pretty. And there's the jack of all trades over there. It's funny how when you're filming, as soon as you get focused on what you want to film, then somebody walks right in your view and just stands there. The guy with the red hat, he's the guy that can do everything. That's Ratana. So he's laying the bricks that will be the border on that one side of our sidewalk that goes to our laundry area. There's our little rubble movers again. They've gotten a little more ingenious, and so instead of using dustpans, they've found an old laundry basket, filled it up with rubble. So it's a little bit heavy for them to move, but they can carry a lot more rubble that way. Now we're to the spreading stage on our sidewalk project. And they, in an attempt to provide better drainage, we have a real problem with puddling on the existing concrete around here. So in an attempt to provide drainage, they have marked off these little section things, and then they're trying to slope the concrete in the direction of the next coming board. So I think what we're going to find when we remove the boards is we've got a little bit of a lip at each section that is going to be a tripping hazard, but we don't have the Cambodians with Disabilities Act mandating how we're supposed to do things here. So we're all a bunch of rookies and we do the best we can. I appreciate their efforts. I'd rather walk through a puddle on a pad of concrete than walk through a puddle in a bunch of mud. So even if it does end up puddling and not draining the way we hope it will, I'll still be happy to have it. So that's the next phase in our project. We'll keep you posted.